If you'll be my bodyguard, I can be your long lost pal. Well, I can call you Betty, and Betty, you can call me. You can call me Al. Call me Al.
This is Call Me Al with Al Iaquinta.
What's happening?
Oh, yeah. We are back. The Call Me Al show. Aaron, what's up, man?
Not much, buddy. There's a lot happening in the world. Some crazy stuff happened. I just moved my second child to college, man. It's been a heck of a week. And but I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm here. I'm ready to talk about all things Call Me Al. And
you were telling me, now is this the one where you bought the house and they're renting it out?
No. So this is just a totally different deal. I moved them into an apartment. My daughter's got her senior year going. And then if you move down the bench here, I got a kid going into first grade too. So there's all kinds of crazy stuff happening.
Oh, wow. Yeah, your hands full, man. How was the weekend? You had that your little excursion.
I did. I made it to the Missouri State Fair, and it's everything you would thought there would be, corn dogs, beer, campers, bag chairs, rides, and a little late night dancing. And it was fun. Mrs. Weinbaum had a great birthday, and I'm glad I got to join her, even if it was for a short time.
What kind of dancing?
What's that?
You said even some kind of dancing?
There was some dancing involved. I hope there's no video footage of it, but I went out and I danced with her. It was her birthday, and we had a good time, man. What about you?
Awesome.
What did you do this weekend?
I had the Iaquinta Fiesta, big party at my house.
Ooh.
It was my new house, first time having the whole family over. So we went through tequila like nothing else, man. I was making margaritas for everybody. Make sure everyone's glass was full the whole time I was on the barbecue. I was making sure that everybody was well fed and drunk by the time they left. 34 years of them taking care of me at every family and holiday party. I had to pay them back. And I don't think I could ever pay them back, but I chipped away a little bit on Sunday night. And then Merab came by later. Ray Longo came by later in the day. It was a bunch of friends came over later, and turned into a little bit of a friends party. It was good. It was a good time.
You sound like you are quite a gracious host.
I did my best this time. I did my best. Especially with my family, they're just like the best. I've on my dad's side here on Long Island is he's got 2 brothers, 2 sisters. So I've got 4 aunts and uncles. They all have kids, cousins. There's a ton of cousins, and then now they're having kids. So it was a wild bunch here. There's probably like 25, 30 people here, when everyone was here. So it was fun. It was fun. Really got to see everybody, and it was good. Really good time.
Now, I wouldn't be a good co-host if I didn't ask. You mentioned a new house. You got to tell everyone. Everyone wants to know what Casa Iaquinta looks like.
It's it's nice, man. It's in Merrick on Long Island, South Shore of Long Island, right on the canal. There's a bird estuary right across the canal from me. So usually when you're on a canal, there's a house right across on the other side. I looked at a million houses on the water, and what really drew me to this one, aside from a few other things, but the biggest thing for me was there's no houses directly across. It's a bird sanctuary. There's just protected land that no one can build on, and there's the wildlife is just incredible. In the winter, I saw a seal swim up this canal. There's parrots across the street. On Long Island, Brooklyn, and Queens, there are neon green parrots
Wow.
that you would think you see these and you're like, what the heck? Where am I in the freaking tropics? The legend is that they escaped from JFK 50 or so years ago and somehow managed to uh, create these little colonies for themselves, and they make nests along the way. And they're neon green. People don't believe me, and then they see them. They fly right across my backyard. They must like one of the trees that are on the other side of the canal because they fly across. They sit in the tree and they pick some branches and then they fly the branches back up to the other side where they have their nests. And it's a wild, man. It's just
That's
wild.
amazing. I see some of these videos on your Instagram or whatever. So you're basically, you walk out the door, you got this majestic view.
Yeah, man. It's like that. It was always my dream was really to just live on the water. I got my kayaks. I got a couple stand up paddle boards. The whole family this weekend we were out on the paddle boards, jumping in the canal. It's just something I've always wanted. I like to be near the water, as close to the water as possible. Always, I'm like 5 minutes, maybe 10-minute drive to the beach, to Jones Beach. I hop on the Meadowbrook Parkway, boom, I'm right there. So it's like perfect for me. Great neighborhood, but yeah, I looked at a lot of houses. Got a great deal on this house, and did put some work into it. Created some equity in the house. Probably looking to refinance pretty soon.
Wow.
But we'll see. We'll see. I'm enjoying it, and the family loved it. They all had a really good time, so it was good.
Now, when you say you want to refinance, are you talking like, make to where you can get some money out and reinvest it into some other real estate?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I put some money into it already. I redid the whole backyard, and then the market, the value of the house has increased a lot since I bought it almost 2 years ago. So I think that I could take some money out and maybe do something with it. I'm just kind of waiting for the right time. We'll see.
Yeah, it's crazy. Burks wants to know if you get a real estate agent discount.
I get my own commission, man. I make my
Yeah.
own commission. It doesn't suck.
So you handled everything basically.
Yeah, I handled the whole transaction on my side. So yeah, that was why I got into it, man. I love real estate, and I always say, real estate on the water, you can't beat it.
No.
It's great. So, but what do we got here? Do we got the face you made after losing to Khabib, thinking you won the decision? I was joking around, you freaking idiot. You think I really thought I won that fight? Justin, can we bring this guy in? Oh no, he's on
If
YouTube,
he
so we
wants to
can't
come on
bring him in.
Happs, hey, what's it say? Just baby. I don't know. If you want to come on Happs, I would love to bring you on, buddy. We can talk about that. Of course, all these other comments were pretty positive. Jason Woods says he has no idea what people do that live in the land. He loves the ocean too. Jones Beach, I see many concerts there when I lived in West Babylon back in the day. I assume you're familiar with that area.
Yep, very close. Very close. Great great area, very close to the Jones Beach Theater. You hop on the parkway, you get to the Jones Beach Theater. There's a lot of fun there in the summer, I tell you. It's a little weird with COVID. I think they're coming back now. They just had a Jimmy Buffett concert. The Jimmy Buffett concerts on Long Island are incredible. The Jimmy Buffett concerts, I would not even go to the concert. I just go to the pregame, the tailgate.
Yeah.
The tailgate in the parking lot. It was 2 or 3 parking lots full of people. Every I guess beach at Jones Beach has its own parking lot, and they'd fill up 3 parking lots with people. They'd come in vans and buses with boats on top of it, and everyone's just partying. It's incredible. That was one of the best. Yeah, George saying it's the best. Jimmy Buffett, great party. They just had it. I was busy this year. I didn't even know about it. But yeah, what a good time.
All right, so I'd be remiss to ask you. You know, this question comes up every Call Me Out show. New York's getting closer and closer. What's it looking like for you for the MSG card?
We're looking hard. We're looking at it. We're in talks. Nothing finalized yet, but
Okay.
we're there's a possibility. There's a possibility. Yeah, we'll see.
You've made no
We'll see.
secret that you're gunning for Tony Ferguson. Is that a possibility?
I think we haven't heard much from Tony. We haven't heard much back from Tony, so I don't think he's too interested. But there are a few other fights that would interest me. So we'll see. We're just playing it by ear. I think. What was that?
Oh, go ahead, buddy. Sorry.
I think that was it. Al don't like Ariel.
Oh, somebody's asking you before that. Charlie wants to know, when are you going on the new MMA Hour?
Oh, well, that's probably what the other guy's saying. Al don't like Ariel. I love Ariel. Ariel's the best. He was the first guest we ever had on this podcast. Show. It's a show now, not a podcast.
Show.
But yeah, I don't know. Whenever we get some news, I guess that's up to him. You got to ask him that, not me. Yeah, the New York the MSG card, is it going to be actually at MSG this year, November 6th? Now they're doing all these COVID restrictions. So in New York City, you have to show proof of vaccination to enter and eat.
So
how is that?
Would you see? I don't know your vaccination status, but what if it came down to you getting a vaccination or not fighting on that card?
I don't know, man. I didn't get it.
I didn't either.
And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just trying to be healthy with my in life. You know what I mean? That's like my vaccination. If you're freaking healthy, you're freaking vaccinated. So I am. I'm vaccinated. I'm a freaking healthy guy. I work out. I exercise. I eat pretty healthy. I think that's got to be rule number one. And then if you're an at-risk person, if you're like an elderly person, you have underlying conditions, then you should. I mean, you should get it. But now people are getting it, and it's like I don't know what to believe, to be honest with you. So I'm just kind of like I don't know what to believe. So I'm not listening to anything. I'm just living like it's not even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what Filthy Casual wants to know if I will do a clinic for the academy. Absolutely, bro.
Nice.
Absolutely. We can make that happen. Yeah. Bobby Green. What do we have here? Bobby Green has been looking very good as of late. Have you thought of him as a potential return fight?
Why not?
Bobby Green looks like I mean, that last fight, he might not have won the fight. He might have lost the first and second round. But the way he came in the third, and I think he really hurt the Fiziev guy.
Yeah.
And I don't really have too much of an interest in fighting the Fiziev guy. You know what I mean? He's I don't know. He's calling out Hezbollah. Should deal with Hezbollah.
Yeah, it's weird. Okay, so this is an off the wall question, and I can't find it. Somebody wants to know if you're good in the kitchen. His name is Brian Redband on YouTube. I don't think it's probably the real Brian Redband, but are you good in the kitchen?
In the kitchen, I can do like breakfast omelets, but stuff like that. Barbecue, big barbecue guy.
Me too.
Get me on the grill. I'm on the grill. We go to Uncle Giuseppe's. We get some steaks. We get some chicken, some lamb chops.
Oh man, dude, I am a lamb chop. I'm a lamb guy. I do good with the lamb.
So
I
good.
do stuff a little different with it. I sear it in a little olive oil, some oregano, salt, pepper, just a little bit of red chili. Boom.
Yeah. Bobby
want-
Green is not even in your league, Al.
Who said that? Bobby Green is that? These trolls. These are all YouTube trolls too. Like, guys, I invite you right now to come on Happs. It's
Well, no, this is a good comment. He said he's not in my league.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I
It's
misread.
very is a good comment. So
Okay. Sorry. Macarian 1600. I did not mean to misrepresent you. Please forgive me.
I'm trying to see where
Visit.
this guy is at. Dimitrik DiCaprio. Every now and then I get these DMs about these guys and they just start talking crap. And this guy Dimitrik apparently was told by CJ last week. He was like, "You should." I'm sure they were like in cahoots with this whole thing. He wants to fight me. He said he's going to show me a couple things, just like CJ did last week. And CJ got on. Clearly not the most intelligent person. Was left back. He said only once, but I'm guessing multiple times in high school.
Is this another straight boxing match, or is this a full MMA fight?
I don't know. He's a big guy, this guy Dimitrik.
Okay.
But he's supposed to be on right now.
I have not seen him.
I don't see him. So
We got Jason Woods wants to know if you can give a shout out to the Institute Muay Thai Gym in Keansburg, New Jersey. It's a great.
Oh yeah, big shout out to the Institute Muay Thai Gym in Keansburg, New Jersey. Great Muay Thai gym. Mike Burke, the head coach, the owner. Big shout out to those guys. Justin wants to know about Justin. Is this the same guy with the Khabib decision? This guy's a hater.
Yeah, come on now.
Thoughts on the Masvidal decision? Great decision. Incredible decision.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Jason Woods got all kinds of questions today. He wants to know if you've ever been. We've answered this before, but I love hearing about it because you had a recent encounter with someone. But have you ever been approached by while out in public or in a bar with somebody that wants to fight you straight up? And what happened? So it sounds like
it's never happened. It's never happened. Nah. Yeah, no, it's never happened. Thank God. I'm pretty good at diffusing situations, even when people want to fight me just because they want to fight. I'm pretty good at diffusing them. But man, I'm really disappointed in this guy. He was supposed to come on.
Oh, this is a good question. Well, two good questions. Someone wants to know if you speak Italian or at least at a conversational level.
I don't. My father's. It's like I'm so Americanized at this point. The only thing Italian about me is my last name, and yeah, I mean, definitely embrace the culture, but don't speak it. My father doesn't speak it. I doubt my father's father even spoke it, but yeah, my great grandfather was from Calabria.
Nice. Okay, this could be a Call Me Al show exclusive. So I want you to think hard about this one. Are there any unknown backstage stories you could tell? I assume he means behind the scenes in the UFC.
Oh, there was a ton. There was well, I mean, backstage, like not at the actual fight backstage, not really, but stuff between the UFC and me, when I was getting all crazy. Even just recently, they removed me from the rankings because of inactivity. I've been out. I had surgery almost exactly a year ago. Probably was exactly a year ago. I had knee surgery for the third time, and before they removed me, they called me. They called my manager, and they wanted to make sure that I knew it was going to happen, and that the reason why it was going to happen. Made sure that it was, they definitely eased me into it, because if they were scared, they didn't know what I was going to do if I found out. And I was like, dude, I don't even care. It doesn't even make a difference to me if I'm ranked. If not, what's the difference? Those rankings are honestly horrendous to begin with. So it's like whatever,
It's still it's still great. They're afraid of your wrath even after all this time, which I thought that was somewhat respectful on their part.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely should download Happs. Whoever's asking.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody, I think the same guy asked if he could come on. The gay ladiator. Oh, okay. He wants to know if he could call in. You can call in on Happs. I guess we could try that.
Yeah, create a Happs and you get right in, man. You create a Happs and you're in. I would love to visit Calabria. There was Vincenzo Iaquinta was from Calabria. He was on the Italian national soccer team. I got to think I'm related to him in some way. So I think somewhere, some way, there's a bunch of family, distant relatives back then.
This is Oh, this is a really random question. Okay, if you had Dana's job, what are 3 things you do different? I mean, I'd be happy with just one, but what do you think? What would you do different?
If I had Dana's job, what would I do different? Huh. Well, I mean, fighter pay would definitely have to be addressed. I think that there should be some type of benefit program where the more fights you have, the more time in the UFC, and depending on the higher the profile, whatever profile of the fights you fight in, there's got to be some type of benefits program going forward after these fighters retire, after everyone's done. Some sort of pension or something, because it is the fighters that are building the UFC, and as the UFC becomes more and more successful, that's because of the fighters. So I think that's something that could definitely be implemented. 3 things, that's a lot. I need to really think about it. I think the rankings are good, but they need to be how. Like, I don't know why guys are ranked what they are. I don't know how they're ranked what they are ranked. So I think that needs to be addressed. Give that a little more validity. And the UFC, the Hall of Fame. I think the Hall of Fame is like they pick and choose who they want to be in the Hall of Fame. There's got to be, I don't know. I don't know if Pat Miletich is in the UFC Hall of Fame, but I think he's a guy that kind of rubbed some people at the higher ups in the UFC, like Jens Pulver, like a lot of these guys that there's some guys that should be in the UFC Hall of Fame that aren't, for sure, because of how they left the UFC and whatever.
Somebody wants to know, no disrespect, he wants to know if I've been drinking, and if so, stay off the sauce. I'm too good at this to F it up. So I've not been drinking yet, but I'll probably have a cocktail after.
Have a drink. Who the hell? Whoever's telling, what are you, his mom? What the hell is this? The freak telling the guy, don't mess this up, Aaron. You're doing good. Don't have a drink. The heck? Freaking kidding me?
That's awesome.
We might have. You gotta start
Oh.
drinking.
Hey, someone, I can't pronounce the name because it's in Georgian, but it says big respect and love from Georgia. The Republic.
Georgia. Incredible. Love the Georgian people. Love the food over there. Love the culture. So welcoming. They just love guests. If you ever go to the Republic of Georgia, Tbilisi, and they know that you're a guest, they will welcome you and treat you better than their own. It's really an incredible people, and something that I saw that, and I really took that to heart, and I kind of just tried to steal a little bit of that. Is when you have a guest, if there's guests, you really try to go above and beyond, and that's it, man.
All right, this is a good question. This is something I would actually like to know as well. What is the funniest Matt Serra story you could tell?
Oh man, the funniest Matt Serra story I can tell,
or can't tell. Whatever you want.
I mean, nowadays. I don't know what he would be comfortable with me telling. So I'm gonna. I don't know. I don't know what I got. I don't really have any. To be honest, they're all. I don't know if he would want me telling them.
Okay, that's fair.
But he's right. You get him and Ray Longo together, and it's just like crazy. Yeah, like two comedians just roasting each other all day.
So I saw Aljo fight in Kansas City. It's been a few years back now, and the arena wasn't that amped up yet. And all I could hear, and I was a few rows up, all I could hear was Serra and Longo giving corner advice to Aljo.
No,
it was insane.
Yeah, they're incredible in the corner. Incredible. Yeah, I mean, you hear them. I fought in front of so many people. Big arenas, big crowds, loud crowds, and you can always pick them out. They have very distinct voices, and just training with them so much. I think I'd hear them through anything.
Now Tony Bananas is here. What's up, Tony?
Tony Bananas. We got to get some guys. You guys got to download Happs. We got to get some people on Happs calling in.
Nick Lamanga is here.
Nicky Knuckles.
Nicky Knuckles, will you be out for Merab's fight?
Oh yeah, I gotta think I'm out for that one. That's a big one. Marlon Moraes.
Oh my gosh.
September 24th.
How's Merab looking? He never looks bad though, does he? I mean, he's always ready to go, isn't he?
The guy really, you're right. He always looks on point. And then when he has a fight coming up, he'll spar 3 rounds with Aljo. Take a round off, 3 5-minute rounds. Take a round off, do 3 5-minute rounds with somebody else. Take a round off, do another round. He just goes all night.
Get Happs. We're not going to call you, bud. Come on. Get on Happs. Come on video. Say your piece. You're talking a lot of smack there, gladiator, or whatever your name is. Give me a number. I'll call in now. That's up to Al.
All right.
I want you to
give him the number. Call him in. Let him call in.
All right. I'm going to do it. I'm going to reply. I'm going to give you the call-in number. I'll have to speak it to you because I can't reply to your YouTube comments.
Write it down. He's talking to he's saying it to you. Write it down, guy.
All right, write it down, guy. It is 516-341-1585. And if you can't write it down, just put your number in the comments and I'll call it. So it's your lucky day, buddy. So you better bring the heat.
I feel like this is, I don't know. We shouldn't call him a guy. This could be one of those people that Gets all mad. Oh, you're assuming my whatever.
All right. Brian Redband says, you love Australia from what you hear. What do you miss the most about it?
Oh, man. Bondi Beach. Bondi Beach is incredible. It's just the surfing. The surfing. There's people from everywhere. Everyone's in shape.
Okay, we got what you can you hear me okay, bud? Oh, he hung up. Gosh darn it. I had him and he hung up. So I'm gonna try calling him back. So I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I was trying to get this guy's call. You know, Australia is actually on my bucket list, and I was going to get to go. My daughter was going to study abroad there for a semester, and we were going to go visit her. And then COVID hit, whole thing got canceled. She didn't get to go. So, all right.
Yeah, they're struggling with COVID harder than I think anybody. They're all like locked down.
I think it put off the Stylebender Whitaker fight too. New Zealand and
Yeah.
Okay, caller. You need to unmute you, caller. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you guys hear me okay?
Perfectly.
Gotcha, man. What do you got?
Nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, I'm blown away. I wasn't expecting to speak with Al, you guys, and Al today. This is crazy, man. Al, how are you doing, man? You're like my favorite fighter. Look, man, this is incredible. Look, let's go ahead and get down to business here. What are your true thoughts on Charles Oliveira? How good do you really think he is, man, when you knocked out Michael Chandler like that? I mean, is this guy all hyper? I mean, what's going on, man? What's your thoughts?
Oh, he's freaking. I like the energy you're bringing here. This is all right. Charles Oliveira has turned the corner in his career. I think he's in previous fights. He seemed to kind of wilt. If he didn't get the submission quick, he would go out there and he'd go crazy for a round and he'd try to submit the guy. And if he didn't get the submission, you would see him kind of wilt. Definitely in the Paul Felder fight, he had Felder in a deep arm triangle or a darce, and Felder he fought through it, and then it looked like Oliveira just kind of gave up. He kind of just, he wilted, and I didn't see that in this Chandler fight. Tough first round.
Well, speaking of what's his name, Paul Felder, has anybody ever sat down with the guy and said, look, man, stop with the spinning back fist, dude. What are you doing? You already broke your arm. You're not going to win any more fights like that. You got a lucky spinning back fist on one. Didn't you knock a guy out like that? And he's been doing it every fight since. I mean, I know he's retired now, but
yeah, he had a big spinning back fist knockout, knocked out Danny Castillo.
He goes to the well too much with it. He's always trying to do it. Now, let me give you my fierce opinion here. Now, on Jorge Masvidal. Now, I heard him on the MMA Hour talking about this guy here, Jorge Masvidal. Ever since he knocked out Ben Askren with that flying knee, that was amazing. After that, his fights have been pretty boring, honestly. I mean, what do you feel about that?
About Masvidal, you're saying?
Yeah, Masvidal. Yes. He got Ben Askren at the lucky knee, right? And I mean, his fights. I mean, his record sucks. You know.
Well, he's definitely hanging in there with the toughest guys. I mean, his fight with Cowboy was sick.
Not to cut you off with Colby Covington. Why is all there hate? Why is so much hate with Colby Covington? I mean, I love this guy. He's Chael sat this guy down a while ago and talked to him and said, look, this is a business. This is how it needs to be. You need a character. You need to do this. Chael gives really good advice, when he told him what to do. And let me tell you something, man, Covington's killing it. Covington's, like one of the best fighters right now. And he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. Don't you feel that that's the case?
I think there's two different ways to think about it. He definitely was not getting the credit that he deserved before this whole shtick. I mean, he was winning fights. He was doing good, but no one really knew who he was. Then here he comes out of nowhere with this whole, Donald Trump shtick, and he's talking on the mic. He kind of not, he's not. Definitely not as quick-witted as Chael Sonnen, and he's not there, but he's pissing people off, and he's getting people to notice him. And if you can't make everyone love you, you might as well make everyone hate you. Because if they don't care about you in the UFC, that's not a good thing. So he's making people care, and I think that's what he needed to do.
I appreciate y'all giving me the time. Look, Al, this is serious. Enough with the fights. Look, man, the next attack that they're going to do, they're going to shut the lights out. Look, man, your thoughts real quick on 9/11. You don't believe that there were terrorists in those planes, do you? Like, that flew into the building and knocked the planes down? That was us that, I hate to say us, but that was us that did that, our own people that did that. That was a pure demolition. The way those buildings fell, I believe it was directed energy weapons. That's what I believe, and I'm not some crazy conspiracy theorist. I'm a truther. But the next thing that's going to happen is they're going to shut the lights out, and they're going to blame it on climate change. Is what that's their big thing right now. Climate change, just not. They're actually manufacturing the weather right now. It's called geoengineering. You can look it up. They do it all the time. They've been doing it since the 70s in Vietnam. They're geoengineering right now with all this weather all around China and all these areas, and they're blaming it on global warming. It's BS. What are your thoughts on global warming, Al? You don't believe in all this crap, do you?
Wow. We just went down. Now we're going into conspiracy theories. And all right, so now why don't you think? Who do you think was behind 9/11 if it wasn't the terrorists?
The people running this, I can tell you right now. I mean, I've studied this stuff for years. Look, I mean, the people running this. Look, I mean, how come people can't see and look at that and say, "Wow, a plane could do that to a building"? Do you know, guys? Look, just go on YouTube and look at the way the construction of the Twin Towers was built. Look at that steel, 4-inch thick steel with 4-inch thick steel. Okay, with 6-foot concrete trellises between each, or 4 feet of concrete trellis between each story. There's no way an aluminum plane is going to go in there and fuel is going to come down and bring those towers down like that. That's not going to happen. It doesn't happen like that, And look, they're deceiving us is what they're doing. We're being lied to, okay? And if people look at that and say, well, these guys with box cutters, I mean, look, they found the passport in the ashes. That was the only thing that survived. A passport, right? And the engine that flew out, remember that engine that hit the building, hit the North Tower, and the plane, the engine flew out and went down. And you remember that? That engine that flew out, supposedly on the planes, they found the engine. It was in like a store downtown or whatever, one of the plane engines. That engine doesn't even match up to the 747 that they said it was. It's a different engine. You can look at it. It was a different engine. Look, there's so much going on. I don't want to get down into these rabbit holes.
We're down into it now.
They're going to turn the lights out, and there's a lot of people that spread a lot of disinformation. Jim Fetzer, a lot of people like that spread a lot of disinformation. Now, if you want to know the truth, you've got to listen to Russian Bits. It's RV Truth on YouTube TV. He spits the truth, and he tells you how what's going on. The world is a stage, okay? And the world is a stage, and all this shit is planned out, and everything's planned out. I know it sounds crazy, guys. I know it sounds like, this guy's a nut. He's a conspiracy. No, dude, I'm a truther. I see truth. You see all these fake shootings and stuff, going to school shootings. These are fake, dude. These actors on TV. This is bullshit.
I mean, there's definitely some school shootings. Let's not call them all. I don't think. What are they going to shoot up a school for if it's not a crazy kid that has having a real bad time at it?
I just want to say this. I know I don't have much more time, but look, I want you, Al, I want you to look up RV Truth. I want you to look that up on YouTube, and this guy tells it how it is. He will break everything down. It shows how these the world's a stage. He breaks everything down. Real quick, guys, I want to say the Earth is flat. Okay, there is no curve. There's no photographs. No, this is True Smoker. But what I'd like to say is, no, Eddie Bravo doesn't know stuff. Crap. I'm sorry, I don't want to curse. He just repeats what he hears and stuff. He doesn't know. The Earth is flat. Okay, that's true because there's no pictures of Earth from space. None. If you still believe in the moon landings, you've got a big problem. You have a big problem if you still think that they went to the moon and they were up there bouncing around, and what they were doing in the moon. Do y'all guys remember real quick specifically?
What about Bezos? Did Bezos go to space?
No, absolutely. There's no such thing as space, guys. Look, this is the thing. Do you remember when Nixon? Listen, hold on? I know it sounds crazy. Do you never remember when Nixon called? They went on the moon, right? They were on the moon. Nixon called from the White House and said, "Way to go, guys! You did it. You're on the moon." I mean, nobody talks about this. What, you were on a landline and they were talking to him on the fucking moon? Give me a break. Nobody talks about this.
True Smoker. Where are you from?
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Did you? You're one of the more interesting guests we've ever had on this show.
For sure.
Have you?
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Talk about your life. Where did you grow up? Did you grow up? What kind of neighborhood did you grow up?
I grew up and I grew up in New Orleans, but it's not important. I'm not important. I want to spread the truth, and I want to talk about the lies being told. There's a lot of lies being told, guys. A lot of lies, and we need to wake up to this. And we need to call for an uprising. We need to actually make stands. What we do, but everybody's brainwashed. Honestly, I don't want to sound mean, or whatever, but the people are brainwashed. I mean, if people think that they went to the moon, honestly, guys, okay, they say space. Let's break this down real quick. Okay, let's break this down. They say space. Okay, it's less resistance, right? Well, do you know why they're all okay? Look up bubbles in space. Why do when they're going on these spacewalks, you see all these bubbles? Look that up on YouTube. Bubbles in space. You'll say, why are I seeing these bubbles on these spacewalks? That's because they're filming these spacewalks in an underwater pool. Is what they're doing. That's how they train at NASA. Now, let me tell you something, guys. If you caught NASA lying to you, let me ask you something. If you caught NASA lying and we didn't go to the moon and they all lied about it, would you believe NASA now? Would you believe NASA right now? You know what I'm saying? Would you believe?
Hold on. You got to slow down for me. English is my first language, but I still speak it very slow.
I got you.
What was the question?
Oh, I'm sorry. The question was, if NASA lied to you, okay, if you knew NASA lied to you, would you keep believing them? NASA,
why did they lie to me?
You know what NASA? Why did they lie? Do you know what NASA means in Hebrew? It means to deceive. Do you see that little thing on the emblem? That's a snake tongue. Okay, and let me tell you something. NASA is nothing but a bunch of deceivers. You don't look on YouTube and look at they're in the ISS on harnesses, man. They're wearing harnesses on the ISS, and people just blow this stuff off because they think, oh, well, no, it's BS or whatever. But they have these people. They're using a technology. They're using a program called Chroma 2. They also use it for video games and stuff like that. They use that as well as the type of technology is what they're using. But
what should we do? What should I do right now? I feel like I need to do something because now I feel like I've been lied to. NASA's lying to me. The Earth's freaking flat. What the fuck? What should I do?
What you need to do when you win your next fight, the next mofo you knock out, because the next guy you fight, you're gonna knock him out. When you get the mic and you say, you tell him the Earth is flat. You be honest with him, my man.
I'm gonna go. The Earth is flat. You don't think people are gonna? You don't think people? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna. All right.
Tell him to look Russian vids up on YouTube. This guy needs exposure, man, and he's telling the truth. Okay, he's telling the truth. So, RV Truth on YouTube television, YouTube TV. YouTube. We're on it now. This is amazing, guys. I'm so happy y'all give me the time to do this.
I'm happy too.
Event? Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm learning so much. The freaking Earth is flat, dude. But okay, so I was in a plane.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
I was in a plane, and you see the curvature of the Earth. What is?
Thank you so much. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that, Al. Now, Al, you are mistaken. Now, let me ask you something. Now, when you were in that plane, first off, two things. What they say is, in a plane, you're not even high enough to see the curve. Now, what I want to say, Al, what are you looking out of when you're on that plane? You're looking out
the
of
window.
The window, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a window.
Guess what? That window is curved. Yeah, it's curved, correct? It's a curved window. It's a fish. It's basically like a fisheye lens. It's the same thing that the fisheye lens is.
Wow, so they're doing that on purpose.
He
The
hung up.
airplanes.
We lost him. He hung up. This is incredible. I don't know if he hung up or he got disconnected, but it wasn't me. Oh, he's calling back. All right, hang on. You there?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. My ear. I had my. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think Big Brother was trying to shut you up. Right there is what happened.
Yeah, I thought you got. I thought freaking bait. I thought someone was doing a hit on you. They were knocking you out.
I mean.
Okay, well now you asked about the curve. You didn't see that curve now, my man. God, that you're looking out of a curved window is what you're looking out of. Honestly, there is no curve. It's never been documented. Do you know that railroads? You know they go for hundreds of miles, but you know what? They don't take into consideration of the curve of the Earth. Nothing does. How come the curve of the Earth is not in the textbooks? It's not in the curriculum that they're teaching kids in school. The Earth curvature calculator, whatever, because it's BS. It's BS.
Well, they're not teaching a lot of shit in school that they should be. I'm not going by school. You know what I mean? But Burks MMA is saying that we need Iaquinta Airlines. We're going to do Iaquinta Airlines. They're going to have flat glass on the plane so that no one gets confused and thinks that the Earth is round. So the moon, right? The moon. I'm learning so much. The moon, the gravity. I was told that the moon it revolves around the Earth on the axis, right? So what I see it at night, but not during the day. Then the light and the dark. What the fuck is going on? Everything's a lie.
Now, at the moon is reflecting the sun's light. Well, how come the moonlight is colder than the regular air around it? Moonlight is colder than the air around it. Okay, moonlight puts off its own light, not being reflected by the sun. The moon isn't anything that you can land on. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's not like a thing. You know, they call them luminaries and stuff in the Bible. You know, and the thing is, how come when you go outside sometimes at 11 o'clock and you can still see the moon and it's 11 o'clock? How does that even the ball Earth model even work if that happens? I've seen the moon out at 11 o'clock in the day. How is that possible on the ball?
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but it's not glowing at the 11 o'clock during the day, right? It's just like.
It shouldn't be. It should be on the other side. It should be on the. Yeah, it's a bunch of BS. I mean, it's the whole.
Well,
thing.
no, it could be on the same side. That's how the solar eclipse is when the moon blocks out the sun. You know, that's going on its axis, but then at night the sun is over there. And the Earth is here, and the moon is over here on the other side. So that's why we see just it makes perfect sense to me. The sun is here, the Earth is here, and the moon is here. The sun is lighting, the light is shining. As the sun shines to us during the day, it's daylight on the moon, but it's nighttime here because, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And, you know, we don't want to get into schematics and all that stuff or semantics or whatever, but it is true. You know, I wanted to tell you that there is no curve. It has never been measured. There's nothing that takes into nothing. Do you know airplanes?
Is the moon round or is that a flat disc?
No. The moon is. I mean, the moon is a. I'm not sure exactly. I don't have all the answers, but the moon is not nothing you can land on like they're telling us. Oh, yeah, we landed on the moon and all this BS. That's a bunch of BS. It really is. It really is. And you know, don't believe the news, obviously. You know, because they're lying.
Well, no, I mean the news. The news isn't. You know what I mean? I think honestly, if. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I never learned anything in my life, like if I was just like, I wonder if dogs think the Earth is round, or if the dogs think the Earth is flat.
You know, the thing, it's crazy how so many people, you know, they'll look at somebody that you know, that's a flat earther like myself, and they say that that's so crazy, you know, because people have been indoctrinated to say, oh, this guy's a conspiracy theorist. He's nuts. You know, he's crazy or whatever. The media has came up with that term, conspiracy theorist. We're not conspiracy theorists. You know, these guys, y'all must be coincidence theorists then. You know what I mean? Honestly, because look, you know, what I'm speaking is true. The Earth is flat. Be careful, guys. What I'm doing is there's an Illuminati card game thing that came out in '95, and it predicts all this shit. 9/11, it predicted that all this thing that shows it's like the Illuminati New World Order. And I know you think this is just funny or whatever, a bunch of crap, but they tell us what they're going to do before they do it. It's called predictive programming. Have you ever heard that people say, "Oh, the Simpsons, they're telling the future because they predicted things that happened"? No, these things are already laid out. So that's why they say the world's a stage. These things are laid out. There was a book back in like the 50s saying that there was going to be a guy named Elon that was going to colonize Mars and all this stuff. And then there happens to be this guy Elon that said, it's examples like that, that these things are fake. Everything's laid out and told to us, and people take it as a joke and don't see it. The number is 33. Okay, people want to say that that's just a number. It's a coincidence. Let me say that's a very Masonic number.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole numbers thing, that's kind of, I don't know. The freaking, the most toxic thing, the guys that you got a girlfriend, you go, oh, 11/11, you think they're freaking like, there's it's a sign, this is the one. It's like, it's freaking just happy, you think of something, you think of a number, and then it, like appears, you see it more because you're thinking about it. It's kind of like, it's
how much of a JJ do you really get, bro? I want to know, man. You're a UFC fighter, bro. You're living in New York. You're buddies with Chris Wyman and Stephen Wonderboard Thompson, all these guys. I mean, seriously. I mean, how much what? How much vagina are you getting, my man? Serious. How much vagina are you getting, dude? I mean, you're like you're a badass.
I respect women. I respect women. I respect a lot of women.
We gotta go out sometime and bang a bunch of bitches, dude. I'd love to be banging a chick right next to my buddy Al. You know what I mean? Now,
bro, I think I'd be scared. I don't know.
Life goal.
I'd be scared. I'd be scared. I'm kind of hoping that never happens.
Well, but how about this? You can bang her and I'll just watch. How's that?
That's definitely not happening. That's definitely not happening.
Now, can I just say, this is when you first started the show, this guy is everything that you wanted to have on.
Yeah. We didn't know where this day was going to go. We usually we have a guest on the show, and today we did it without the guest. And we found our guest, True Smoker. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, thank you, guys. Yep. Thank you for the time. And I want to say, Mike Swick, you're badass. Mike Swick, you're a bad mofo. I love you, Mike Swick. You're bad, dude. And Al, you are the man. I love you. Thank you for your time, gentlemen.
All right.
Thank you.
True Smoker, ladies and gentlemen. That was True Smoker. That was one of the most interesting. Is it a conversation or was that a lecture I got?
Shock. I don't know. I do have something to sum this up. I mean, you can give your opinion on it, but here's mine.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
That was incredible.
My opinion, I don't know. I've been waiting for that. He was the perfect guy. But I respect him for coming on, and I enjoyed it. I'm in shock. He wants you and Mike Swick. He wants to watch either of you with a woman, apparently.
Yeah, that's not happening. That was incredible. I'm still trying to process what just happened.
I don't know.
He was definitely very educated on something. What he was educated on, I don't know. I still think the earth is round. Aaron?
Yeah, I do too. Listen. The Twin Tower thing, there was just some stuff I don't know, but I think this guy truly believes what he's saying, which is maybe even a little bit scarier. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, all right, so Dimitri DiCaprio, do we see him? He said, invite me. This is bullshit. All right, before we invite him, ladies and gentlemen, we have Dimitri DiCaprio. He's an upcoming fighter. Incredible fighter. He's got a lot of things to teach me. He has his Instagram. His Instagram says he is 4-0, 2 TKOs, 2 knockouts. As hard as it gets, don't quit. I'll agree with that. El Jefe. So apparently he is the Jefe or something. There's a date, 5/31/21 with a bunch of hearts. So he's in love with someone or something. And 5/31. So what is that? What are we in now? 8. It was like we got a couple months in. We're a couple months in. He's a Canadian MMA fighter. Knockout power. It says undercard on September 14th. Be there. Is he still commenting? I hope he didn't go. And he may or may not be related to Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm going to pull up. Last week we had CJ on the show. CJ, little skinny guy, had a lot to say. Not too intelligent. Left back in high school, but we'll let anybody that really wants to come on the show come on. Dimitri, apparently, we're going to just show you. This is Dimitri versus CJ.
Yeah, that's a beautiful angle.
CJ with the jabs. Oh, Dimitri with the
both,
big
bro.
right hand.
Keep your eyes on your phone at all times.
This guy's a slugger. Hold on.
Oh.
Big right hand.
CJ, throw one back.
CJ. This guy was the guy.
Go hard, CJ.
On the right was talking crap to me.
He's a big guy. Don't be afraid to hit him. He's a big guy.
I needed to do. Look at this. Oh. Look at him. Now his friend's asking him if he's okay. Oh my God, this is incredible. Oh, and they're gonna go again? Is that or did the? Oh no, that's just it. I thought they did a replay. Oh my God. So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna bring him in now.
All right, let me invite him here.
Dimitri DiCaprio.
And guess who else is lurking about?
He's an upcoming.
All right.
Oh, Stylebender.
He's here.
Where's Colt? Colt didn't make it. What's up, Style? What up, dog? Don't worry, we're gonna get you on. We're gonna bring you in. Did Stylebender figure out how to use this thing?
I don't know.
Styles, can we get you on with with your face?
Oh, Dimitri has figured it out. He's coming. He may
Dimitri is in.
See your face, Dimitri. Come on, buddy. Don't be scared.
Unblock the camera.
Come on.
Right now.
I'm telling you, the guys.
Dimitri has hands. He's fighting a stick figure. The guy got left back 6 times in high school.
Yeah, you showed yourself in the video. Why don't you just show yourself on camera, man? Notorious Stylebender.
Is he in though?
He's in. It looks like it. I'll throw him right here. So he just has no camera. Can you hear us?
See the
because we cannot hear you. 21 in the 10th grade. I guess he's talking about CJ. All right. Well, he's in, but he's not talking, and I don't see his video. Stylebender, of course, I doubt he shows his face again. He wants to know why you want to see his face so bad, weirdo. So I will tell you what. You say what you want about Colt, but that guy, because he did come on camera and he did come and talk to us, he has probably gotten the most audience reaction out of anyone. Am I mistaken?
No, for sure. For sure. And you got to respect it. I still don't like the guy. Oh, disconnected now. He's not connected. Is he disconnected?
No. Well, he's trying again. But, and I dare say that Colt had a following. He had some guys behind him. It was kind of great.
He's watching. He's watching somewhere. He's one of those. He's one of those guys I think that watches it after because he messages me. He was supposed to come on today. We were gonna do the trivia. We were gonna do some trivia with Colt.
Yeah.
Stylebender. We were gonna ask Stylebender if he wanted to be on. He said he can't. Dimitri DiCaprio said he can't hear you. He can't hear us.
I don't know why, buddy. Volume up, I guess. That would be a.
I know why. I know why.
Why is that?
Yeah. No, the app's not ass. I figured it out. I'm not the smartest guy, right? So if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. I figured it out pretty freaking quick. All right. The app does not suck. The app is an incredible app. All right. It's great.
Colt figured it out. That's all I got to say.
Gramajoba, Georgia.
Oh, nice. Very good. All right. Do you want to try to bring somebody on that can get on?
I want freaking Dimitri. Dimitri, you're freaking pissing me off. See, I knew this was going to happen with you, you freaking idiot.
Every week.
Figure it out, you idiot. We're going to have to freaking call you.
Who's Nick Gurr? He says you and Al in a 6-round fight. Or him and you in a 6-round fight. Sorry.
Me and freaking Dimitri? That guy?
No. Nick Gurr is his name.
Nick Gurr wants to fight me?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Me versus Al in a 6-round fight. How do you come to the number 6? 5, usually like a 5-round, I mean, I guess there are fights, 6-round fight, but like 6 rounds. Are they 3-minute rounds?
Oh, Eric from Full Mount MMA. Hey, what's up, buddy? He wants to know if we look at the YouTube live chat or just Happs. We look at the YouTube live chat as well. The comments do come in through here.
Hold on. Stylebender, get in here.
But to answer your question, Eric, we bring people in live through Happs. All right, I'll invite Stylebender.
Yeah, Stylebender, get in here.
All right. Oh, he says, good night, ladies. Have a fun podcast.
Yeah, try to get him in. What do we got?
I'm inviting
Dimitri guy. Maybe he's got no service. He's probably in the freaking boondocks somewhere.
Yep.
Let's call Stylebender. Let's get him in here.
Come on, Stylebender.
Call Styles.
Oh, he wants us to call him. All right. It's just your call. Do you want to call him or are you going to make him figure out the map?
Nah, call him up. We'll get him in.
All right. Hang on. I got to look your number up, buddy. I'm on we have a bat phone now.
What was he doing? Stylebender.
No,
hang
on. He may be
Stylebender, he had to.
Hey, lady.
Oh, there he is. He's on the app. He figured out the app.
Daddy is home.
Oh.
Wait. Oh, you're on the app.
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah, bitch. You were complaining about it, so I was like, "Fuck it."
I'm glad you figured it out. No, see if you can figure it out. Anyone can figure it out.
Hey, who does more cocaine? That last guest or John Jones and Conor McGregor combined?
Styles coming on hot.
Hey, that dude was sniffling more than me when I had COVID.
Yes.
Got some jokes.
Styles, how was your appointment? Did you get everything you needed earlier?
Yeah, I got everything I needed. It's that good shit.
What do you got? What do you go with?
A little marijuana, some gassy gas.
What do you like? What do you like? The the bong? You a joint guy? Blunts?
I'm a blunt guy.
You're a blunt guy, right?
Blunts all day. Blunts that real boy shit.
They're so harsh on your lungs. You can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're a pussy.
No, but then if you get into a fight, you want to be in shape. If you fight, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I want to be able to do shit. Take a couple hits of the bong.
True.
You do 2 bongs, you're good.
True. That wears off pretty fast, though. True, though. Hey, I was going to ask you something. I can't remember. Hey, Al, when me and you going to smoke a blunt, though? One day we're going to smoke a blunt and become friends. I promise you.
Never going to happen, bro. Never going to happen.
You're not even going to know it's me. One day I'm going to come up to you and you're not even going to know it's me because you don't know my face.
I can hear it in your. I can hear it in the voice. You're the freaking style
You
bender.
ain't gonna remember.
I'll remember.
We have a mutual friend.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. D.
Who?
Oh no.
These nuts, bitch.
Styles, you fucking piece of shit.
Hey,
Styles,
you said Aldo's been training hard though.
Aljo has been training hard. I saw him in the gym the other day.
Where's Ray Longo's gym? That's in New York.
Yeah, it's on Long Island. It's in Garden City, kind of like
Who
right
all
in the
trains there
middle.
besides you, Aljo, Merab?
Oh, we got a ton of guys. Justin the Kid, Charlie the Cannibal.
I don't know any of those. Who the
we
hell
got
is
we
Charlie
got
Cannibal
we got
and Justin the Kid?
Dylan the Quiet. We got Dylan the Quiet Man, Pumi and Kuda.
I don't know.
These
are UFC guys.
These are guys that are on the come up big time. Yeah, big time. We got Joey Colon, professional kickboxer. There's a ton of talent there, and then at Matt Serra's, there are some really world class jiu-jitsu guys.
His gym's in New York as well.
His gym it's on Long Island. Both are on Long Island. Maybe about half an hour, 45-minute distance, maybe an hour with traffic. Matt Serra used to have 2 gyms during COVID. One of them, unfortunately, they got shut down because the landlord was being a real prick. He was saying, "Pay me or get out." I think the rent was like $10,000 plus a month, and Matt's not bringing in any money. 4 months, 5 months, 10, 20, 30, probably more. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money. You can't. So he closed that gym, and now everybody goes to. And there were killers at both gyms. There was some savages, black belt, world class jiu-jitsu guys that have been competing all around the world. But now everybody's at one location, and it is you go there on a Tuesday night, and you go to the advanced jiu-jitsu class. There's very few people that have good nights at that class, just because even if you're one of the top dogs, there's so many good guys in there. Somebody has your number, and you learn something every night.
So Aljo's game plan is to take Jan down and submit him.
I don't know if Aljo really. I don't know if the game plan right now. I don't know if that's the game plan. I think Aljo's kind of just working on his all-around skills. I tell you, his what you saw in that last fight was not. That was Aljo. Like, if I don't know, Styles, what you do for work or school, but there's days where like the days they just drag. You know what I mean? You're just like, I just want this day to be over. I want to go home. I don't want to be at work. And
fighting for the world title?
Yeah. It's definitely, you can have those days where you don't feel right. You wake up, you're not feeling good. You know what I mean? And I tell you what, he trained his ass off for that fight. He trained just as hard, or not harder, than any fight he's trained for. And he was a little off. I think the weight cut. Listen, that was his first time fighting for a world title. That's a huge platform, and there were some things that were off. Listen, he still was in there until the end. He right before he got hit with the knee. He won a kick right past Peter Yan's head, and he was fighting tough the whole time, and he was having a very, very bad day. So there's some days you're good, some days you're not good, and he hung in there. I think a lot of people wouldn't have. Peter Yan's a very tough guy. Don't get it twisted. Everyone understands what Peter Yan brings to the table, and that's why Aljo's been training as hard as he has. He knows that he has a tough task ahead of him, but he also knows that he wasn't at his best in that fight, And there's a lot of things, little things, but things that I think will make a huge difference in this fight.
Yeah, hey, that's the non-pay-per-view fight in Abu Dhabi, right?
Yeah, they made it a non-pay-per-view fight. Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah, because they didn't want to give Aljules the pay-per-view points. They did
them dirty. I don't know. If that's what it was. I don't know if that's what it was. I wouldn't.
No, I'm just fucking around.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Maybe it could have been. Very well could have been. But I think they do like estimated pay-per-view points, and then they pay out from that estimation. It's all in negotiation. It's really all up to the management and Aljo and Peter Yan negotiating for what they deserve. And Styles, what do you think the fighters? You think the fighters make enough? You think compared to other athletes and stuff for what the fighters do, they're getting compensated?
Not unless you're Connor.
What's that?
I said not unless you're Connor.
Well, even Connor, Jake Paul came out and he was saying that even Connor's underpaid, although he's getting an incredible amount of money.
Yeah,
he's underpaid.
I think they're paying some guys like back doors, like outside of the purse and like the pay-per-view shit.
Oh no, everybody.
Like, everybody's getting Connor
more.
made in that Dustin fight. What was his purse? It was 5-5.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's making way more than that. He's probably making 30-40.
Yeah.
Easy.
What does like Floyd make for one of those fights? What did he make in his heyday?
100 some. Didn't he make? He made like 200 fighting Connor, didn't he?
Yeah. So you know what I mean?
No,
like
yeah.
You see
Connor made like 200. Connor made one something. Yeah, Floyd's making probably like 300. I don't think he really made that much money on that Logan Paul shit because no one bought that bitch. Hey, that's next weekend. Who do you got? Jake Paul or Woodley? Or is that this weekend? Is that this weekend or next weekend?
I think it's next. Yeah, next weekend.
Let me look it up.
I would like to see the kid actually fight someone his size and weight.
Yeah.
The kid's 6'2", 220 pounds, fighting guys at 170.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely doing it the right way. He's smart. He's picking his opponents the right way. He's working his way up. I mean, Ben Askren really was no threat. But at the time we didn't know really what Jake Paul was about, and I knew he had power, but now he shows he can knock people out. Even knocking out that basketball guy, right? Wasn't it the basketball guy he knocked out?
Yeah, Nate Robinson, who's like fucking 5'4".
Yeah. So I mean, but listen, just to be able to, there's some guys like Ben Askren. I don't think he's ever knocking somebody out ever.
Never.
So just to be able to have that is you know, you're knocking out a basketball player that probably can't really fight, but you're still knocking somebody out. Yeah. That can be worked on. That can be improved. Your skills, as long as you have that, your skills can be improved upon. And it looks like he's with the right people. He's training with good. He's got more money. He's got enough money to where he can seek out the best of the best. And it looks like that's what he's doing.
Money, how fake is Dustin Poirier talking about? Oh, the title means everything to me. The title's everything. But now I'm gonna fight Nate Diaz.
When did he say that?
They were just talking shit on Twitter the other day.
The title means
about
the
fighting.
title means. I know that they were.
Right now, if the UFC came to Dustin with a contract to fight Charles or Nate, he's picking Nate 100 times out of 100.
Well, I think, to be honest,
he's fake as fuck. He's a fake ass dude.
I wouldn't say. I mean, I don't remember him saying that the title meant everything. To be honest, I got to be honest with you. If they gave you the money, Styles, right? If they were like, listen, here's the deal. You can fight a really tough guy who's like on a sick win streak, who has nasty jiu-jitsu, like submitting people, has nasty stand-up. Or you can fight kind of like an older version of him and get paid way more. Who are you going to
I
choose?
don't know. It depends if you're about the money or the legacy.
Well,
But
and that's the other thing too. The legacy.
Dustin's not about his legacy, and he's about the money. We know, damn well. He's. Did you watch his interview with Ariel?
Yeah, I listened to most of it.
He was already talking like he's gonna accept the McGregor Ford fight. So he's just looking for money fights. He's not looking for a title.
Well,
he's a pussy.
I wouldn't say he's a pussy. I would say that he's. I think you got to think of like the big picture. You know what I mean? You got to think this guy he's going to make a lot of money beating somebody, fighting somebody. Like if I could right now, if you said to me, but if you can make. What's that?
Charles for the belt, then he can fight anybody he wants at 155, and it'll be a big money fight. And he's getting pay-per-view points because he's a champion.
Yeah. Well,
imagine if he's got the belt and then Conor comes back and they fight for the belt.
Well, Conor's
does over 2 million pay-per-view buys.
He's already beat Conor, right? So that's like a fight that he's feeling very
once they're 1-1.
No, he beat him twice.
The dude broke his fucking tibia and fibula.
Yeah, but he felt confident in there. You can feel when you're in there where the fight's going.
He got outstruck, like Conor was on the bottom, outstriking him. That's why Dustin let him up.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Face elbowed in.
But he was grabbing his glove for a reason. He's a little cheater, you know.
Yeah, and Dustin put his toes in the cage to get out.
And Dustin does an incredible. He does.
That should have been a point.
He does that. He's a big charity guy. A lot of the money goes to charity. So if you could fight,
that's a tax write-off. To buy his
wife, but he's also. I think he's doing good. I think he's doing good things down there.
Hey, have you seen that picture of Jolie and Dustin from like I forget what year it is. It's a while ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
Surgery does wonders.
No, I don't think it's surgery. I don't think it's surgery.
Have you seen? You haven't seen the picture. Then I'm gonna send it to you.
No, I saw it. I saw it. He's got a suit on. And he looks like
she got a boob job. She got an ass job.
I don't know.
You can't even deny it.
Look, that was a long time ago. You could grow up. You grow up. Things happen. Dustin looks like you think Dustin? He looked like a fat little kid in that. These are people from like Louisiana. They're in like their freaking sticks. You know what I mean? They're freaking. I don't know. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but they're not freaking. You know what I mean? They get a little bit of money. You get a little. You glow up. You grow. You know what I mean?
McGregor money starts coming in.
Yeah, you look better. Look at Dana White. You know what I mean? Dana White back in the day. You get a little bit of money. You could do some bench press. You know,
Dana's on all the juice.
Yeah, but no, it's also money. Money makes you. I think it's the stress can make you. It's you know what I mean? You're freaking. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean Dana's definitely doing a little something, but Dustin looks like a totally different person.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But his wife is definitely getting surgeries, and McGregor's paying for him.
Yeah, whatever. If she, I don't know if so or not, but if she is and she's, if she's happy.
What do you think about Sean O'Malley hanging out with 6ix9ine?
Ah, come on. What the hell?
I know. I mean, to be a fan. It's hard to be a fan of him now. He's just such a clout chaser. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of gross. He's getting gross, man.
Yeah, it was.
And he's not fighting anybody. He's fighting bums.
Well, it's the thing. I think he'll never mention. It's a shame that there are guys like Aljamain Sterling and Merab that they should be way more marketable than a guy like Sean O'Malley, and it's a shame on like society and the UFC that they're pushing a guy like that, a pot smoking, like he makes fun. He's
pot.
No. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't mean it like that. But listen, you smoke pot. All right, I get it. We all freaking smoke pot, but it's not like I'm not broadcasting it on freaking everything. It's not on my forehead. I'm not hitting pads in the backyard smoking it. Kids are watching you. Should kids be seeing? You know what I mean? It's like, is that your person? Is that who he's like the pot guy? Like, I don't know.
I don't give a fuck about the pot. It's just the pedo shit. Like you're hanging out with a fucking a snitch.
Yeah,
pedophile.
well, that goes along with it. He's giving a bad name to Pot. To be honest with you, he's giving a bad name to Pot.
Sean's tattoo artist.
Yeah. I don't like anything. I don't like anything about it. I don't like anything
That's
about
what I'm saying.
it.
You're
He's not
surrounding yourself with pedophiles. It looks a little weird, man. Looks a little weird.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. Nothing that guy's doing is good. But it's drawing people in. People want to see it. Someone said to me the other day, "Oh, did you see that O'Malley kid?" It was like right after, a couple days after his fight. Did you see that O'Malley guy? Did you see how good he was moving and everything? And I'm like, dude, that guy got brought in. Poor guy got brought in for that exact thing to happen. It was.
Didn't even drop him. He didn't even drop the kid.
Yeah, I mean, you put that guy in, put that O'Malley guy in with Merab or Aljo. See what happens. And look, these are guys these are the guys that should be promoted
what's
heavily.
Merab ranked right now? Does he have a fight coming up soon?
He's fighting Marlon Moraes on September 24th.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's gonna be a good ass fight.
This is a guy. I mean, these are guys. Aljamain Sterling. He came from, he didn't come from. He had a tough. But this is the kind of guy that you want to. He came from Uniondale, and he's got a whole bunch of brothers and sisters, and he found wrestling, and he made himself into, a stand-up guy, and just a guy like a champion guy. He's a freaking champion. He's a champion person, and Merab too. Merab came to the United States with like nothing. He was renting a room in random people's houses and found the gym and just wanted to be in the UFC and didn't let anything stop him. And these are the kind of guys that the UFC should be promoting and doing all this stuff for. Not Sean O'Malley. These guys. Aljamain had every single fight was a hard fight. He didn't have any gimme fights, not a single one. And Merab either. Merab had no easy fights. The guy that they brought in from Merab. The guy they brought in from Merab is freaking doing great in the UFC now. And Merab had a tough fight. What was that?
Merab's record? Is he undefeated?
He's got the one loss was a split decision or bad decision loss. It could have gone either way. And then he has that loss to what's his name with the hair, with the mullet, with the he knocked
Tim Elliott?
No. He was winning the whole fight, and then he in the last 10 seconds shot a double leg, knocked himself out, and the guy put him in a guillotine, and it was like, who was it?
Ricky Simone.
Yeah, Ricky Simone.
I got a question since you guys are talking about O'Malley. What do you think about the fact that he may be getting matched up with Frankie Edgar?
Styles? Uh-oh. Oh, he's there?
I think he's gone. All right, he's gone. He is disconnected. Sorry. But what do you?
Yeah, I hate to see it.
I don't think the guy likes it when I talk. All right. Anyway, what do you think about Frankie Edgar and?
I don't want to see that fight. It just seems like all these matchups are tailor made for him. Yeah. But I think Frankie Edgar he hasn't fought in a while, right?
No, he just fought Sandhagen, right? He got that brutal knockout. When was that?
Oh shit! Fuck yeah, that was recently. But yeah, so you're gonna O'Malley's been on a tear. He's freaking, you know what I mean? He's knocking out whoever he's knocking out, and then you're gonna give him a guy that just got knocked out. Like, what the hell are we doing here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was February, and that's not that long ago, man. So I don't know. Frankie did maul Yair Rodriguez, though. Very good point.
That was a long time ago. That was like 4 years ago. Huh?
Yeah, I think it's a different deal.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I love Frankie Edgar. Like, he's a legend. Those Gray Maynard fights, and that's at 155 pounds. That's insane. And the fact that Frankie is still going after all those wars, I mean, God love him,
Yeah. It's almost like they're putting Frankie. They're like sacrificing Frankie for someone to build their name off of him.
Yeah.
Give Frankie Edgar a guy like Frankie Edgar. I'm sure there's guys that have been around that, but Frankie Edgar still can win that fight. I mean, O'Malley's wrestling has not been tested, I don't think. So we definitely could be seeing that could be a test. But I would hope that Edgar just doesn't try to stand with him, and O'Malley keeps the distance, and Yair's best years are behind him. I don't know.
I don't either. I think the jury's still out. I'd like to see him. He fights so infrequently. I'd like to see him fight more often.
This guy really wants me to go to Oxmal Jiu-Jitsu Gym in California. And he wants to spar me, huh?
Ooh.
Give me a fight. He needs to get that rust off. Yeah, give Frankie a freaking gimme fight. Frankie should fight the guy that O'Malley just fought. How about that? Style Bender. His phone died. Dog.
You had all week to prepare for this, buddy. This one's on you.
Oh, give me a gimme fight. Yeah, throw me a gimme fight. Fuck yeah.
But this would be the ultimate insult, but who would be a gimme fight in the 155-pound division?
Oh, there's not many.
No.
I don't think there are any.
Hernandez?
There's no gimme fights. It's tough. Everybody's tough. Kevin Lee.
They were nice enough to give you Kevin Lee twice. Do you think they give him to you a third time?
Can I talk about the Zoma mattress? Good mattress.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't really know what that is.
I posted a little while back about mattress that I was using. They sent me a free mattress.
Really?
And they were kind of like, listen, we'd appreciate if you did a post, but if we don't want you to lie. So I like that when they do that. You know what I mean? They say, listen, we're going to send this to you, and tell you if you like it, you're going to tell your friends about it, and you're going to tell you're in the space we want to get into. We want to get into the MMA recovery, sleep recovery. Sleep is so important. It really is.
Yes.
Like, I was listening to a webinar last night about stress and inflammation levels, and how sleep and your circadian rhythm can affect inflammation levels. And huge. Going to bed every night at the same time, waking up at the same time, even sleeping in late. If you sleep in, say you get 8 hours of sleep, or say you get 6 hours of sleep every night, you go to bed and you get 6 hours, and then one night you sleep in 8-9 hours, and it's not good for you. You want to be on that same schedule, regimented schedule. And having a bad mattress, that can fuck you up for sure. Because I never thought about it. I was always like, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? You'll just sleep whatever. And you wake up with little cranks. Pillow is very important too. So, yeah, the Zoma mattress.
Wow.
Do I take naps? I used to be a big nap guy. Now I don't.
I am a big fan of the nap. But there's a certain period where a nap can go too long, and it kind of, and where it like goes the other way and defeats the purpose, and you come out groggier. You know what I mean? But if you get like a quick 15, 20-minute nap, sometimes it means all the world to me. But I got to work.
Too many big words. Macarian 1600 said I was using too many big words. I don't know.
Interesting. You know what? This mattress is not supporting the Call Me Al show. I think that was a very good testimonial for him. So.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by. No, I'm not. We're not getting anything else. I got night, and I sleep good. So that's that.
Boom. All right. Do we want to try to bring somebody else on?
Yeah, what do we got? What's going on? What's going on in the world? These guys
in the world, you and I spoke separately about this. I think we need to save all of our conversations for the Call Me Out show, but we have some good off-camera conversations as well. But we were talking about the situation in Afghanistan and, some of that and some of the amazing things going on there and, our lack of presidential leadership or, maybe some people have some differing opinions, but what do you think, Al?
What was the deal with him just walking out of that press conference?
No questions, right? He didn't answer any questions.
No questions. I think the guy's like he's like a freaking robot. They tell him they medicate him up to get up there. They tell him what to say. He's reading off the prompter, and that's it. There's no nothing. He's like the exact opposite of Trump. Trump would just ramble on and just go and go. He'd answer your questions, and then when he got pissed off, he'd leave. This guy, he's just leaving.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's like when your great grandpa forgets where the kitchen is. He's got that look on his face.
Doesn't it? And I saw, oh man, I saw so many videos of him just contradicting himself of back in the day where he's saying that the plan in Afghanistan is to do this. And then in the speech, he's saying the plan was never to do that.
Yeah.
I
don't think the guy knows where he is, and I don't care what party you're on, man. If you honestly look at this guy and you say he is an eloquent leader, he's really changing the direction of the country, for the better. No, come on, stop it. I mean, he's creating this demand without supply economy, encouraging people to stay home. You can't get supplies, you can't get employees, you can't get waited on no matter where you go. I mean, is it my part of the world, Al, or what's it like in New York?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's I was reading one of the comments. He pisses in his pants, don't forget.
Oh, man.
Do you think he's wearing a diaper? Is our president wearing a diaper? Isn't this, see, it shouldn't be like this. Like if I say something like that, in other countries, if I'm broadcasting live and I say something like that, they'll come in and freaking just kill you.
Yeah.
And it kind of should be that way. Like, that's our president. We shouldn't be talking about him having diapers.
Nah.
But also, we shouldn't be talking about the president having diapers because it shouldn't be a question. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I listen, I'm not trying to say, I'm not calling the guy any names. I just don't think he is aware of his surroundings like he should be and his policies and some of the other things going on. That's all I got to say about that.
I don't know much about Kamala Harris. I'm not a big. I mean, I watch the politics. Oh yeah. It's kind of like a sitcom to me. I don't get really too into it. Listen, if you like this, if you're this way or you're that way, look, it's all good. I don't really. But when but she just she scares me. Just the way she like laughs and it's like.
Yeah,
I don't know much about her, but you could just tell who's I don't know.
I honestly have no opinion on her whatsoever. I don't. I don't know. I don't know how much control he has. I don't know how much, she's leading anything. I think right now this is like government by committee, where the president just kind of is there to deliver news. And will Kamala soon be president? That's a good question too. It's very possible. What do you think?
I mean, how he would have to pass, right, for him to be president? Or
he could be declared incompetent, like they were trying to do with Trump his last few days in office as well. Yeah, I don't know.
We got anybody that wants to call in on this? I feel like I have a lot to learn. I feel like we got a lot of listeners that are educated on this.
Who wants to come on and say hi? I see
we
Ariel
got a little
around, MMA's lurking around. Tony Bananas was lurking around.
Yeah, let us know. What do you guys think about what's going on in Afghanistan? You see, I mean, horrific. It looks horrific. You got to be so thankful that we live in America. Like, we could have been born anywhere in the world. I feel like for the most part, everybody on this, everybody that's watching has been. I wonder if anyone is from Afghanistan. Imagine that. Yeah, you just got to be thankful that I was at the beach today. Could you imagine that? Like, these people, they just want to get out of this this regime of terror. They're scared for their lives. And so scared of their lives that they're hanging onto planes. How does that end well?
No. Terrible advice.
How does that end well?
It couldn't possibly.
I mean, that's like sickening. You know what I mean? And I saw another video of, they were like kids crying and begging for the troops to get them out of there. The Taliban's coming. But then who the hell knows? For all I know, the Taliban could be freaking good people, and then it's the news that's making them bad. I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm not saying they are.
I know.
But you really don't know what like, it could all be like our guy did. What is his name? True Smoker. We've been lied to once. Why are we believing anything?
Oh, we have here. Do you recognize this young fella from Full Mount MMA?
There he is.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, dude?
This is my first time using Happs. I don't know how this works.
You're doing better than most.
We can already tell your IQ level by how quickly you got on. It's
I don't know why everyone was having so much trouble with it. You just click accept on everything. I'm doing it on a computer though. Maybe it's tougher on mobile. I don't want to judge.
Nah, I know why they're having so much trouble.
Why?
Their IQ level is nowhere near yours, my brother.
I appreciate it.
So, what do you know about the British are parachuting in and saving their own? What's going on over there, man? What do you know? Because I don't. I mean, I watch the news. I see the clips on Instagram. It looks like a shit show, but I don't really know the ins and outs. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, not enough, honestly. I mean, I'm doing what I can to learn about it. I'm trying to write something about it right now, but I just keep thinking the best solution would have been not to go in the first place. But unfortunately, we're like 20 years too late on that. So I feel like what's happening now seems to have been inevitable. We pulled out very sloppily, but I don't know if there was a best case scenario. What I know is that the government that we were trying to install in Afghanistan and the people that we were putting in charge had a lower, like, the people in Afghanistan didn't like them. They had less public support than the Taliban did. So if that was the case, and that's always been the case, I mean, we just lost the war. So that's what it seems like.
And I wonder why that is. I wonder why we couldn't get the people. You would think that us going over there, they would realize we were there to help, and that's what we were there to do, right? So, I mean, now it seems like a lot. They're all scared that the Taliban's really taking over, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it still had obviously some support. I mean, the Taliban is in no way good. So, I mean, understandably, people are very scared about them taking over. But apparently, I was reading the other day that the last couple presidents were basically just like lied to by the generals in charge because they wanted to stay in Afghanistan and keep selling weapons to this government that we were trying to put in. But we were just gaining no grounds. So they kept telling the presidents that were in charge, like, no, if we just keep, we'll stay in for X amount more months, X amount more years, and then we'll be able to achieve this. But that was never really, we were never really able to accomplish what the generals were kind of telling them that we could. So
no, that's a really good point. These presidents don't act on what they read in the newspaper. They have they have not millions, but they have tons of people briefing them nonstop every day, and if, obviously, as you said, they could be very easily being fed misinformation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and especially if it makes, I mean, I know a lot of the generals that were, the ones that were lying to the presidents, they're a lot of the same people that invest in a lot of these, military defense companies that are selling the very weapons. So they're kind of profiting by staying in the war. So, I mean, we were just drawn out into this war that we were never really going to win. And again, I'm 20 years old. I was literally 0 years old when this war started. So
that is crazy.
I'm just going on what I've been reading and trying to figure out myself, because until very recently, I've just, I didn't really know why we were in Afghanistan in the first place. And, still don't really know. But
I was a few years older than you when this all started. So that's kind of crazy.
So, I mean, yeah, it just seems like you're right. We were at some point we were going to have to leave, right? Were we going to just stay there forever?
Yeah. And kind of the speed at which the Taliban was able to take over. And 60. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they have pretty much everything but the capital city, and they're probably about to take the capital city. I mean, that just kind of shows how far we ever were from accomplishing anything in terms of putting in a long-term democratic government that we were trying to put there. I mean, the fact that as soon as we left, they couldn't support themselves for, a couple months at least. I mean, it's really sad to read about how many American soldiers' lives and how many, obviously, Afghanis were lost and how much money we spent in the war. I mean, it's kind of depressing when you read just how much we wasted.
No, it's yeah. Now you watch the videos, all these videos coming from over there, and it's just it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. But then on the other hand, I saw another video where they're playing basketball, and the kids are playing basketball, and everything's lovely. So it's I don't know.
I wonder what the flat earther guy would have to say about all this.
Oh,
curious to hear his
you missed the boat. You missed the boat.
That was gold. I got to get some clips for that.
Listen, there's not many people that come off sounding good on the phone that don't come on Happs, but this guy did it. This guy was close.
That was great.
It was so incredible. Uh-oh. Someone's ringing my doorbell. Who the hell's ringing my doorbell?
And he's out, folks.
This could be entertaining. Hold on. Someone's ringing my doorbell.
All right. Who could it be? We don't know. We don't know.
It's the flat earth guy. He's back.
Oh, God. He found out.
He found out.
Holy shit.
Maybe it's the dude calling Al out in the chat, trying to get him to come to California.
Yeah.
You guys took the bait. You guys said his name. You weren't supposed to say his name.
Oh, man. Oh, man. He's got someone at the door. Hey, while I got you on here, thank you so much for the, the clips you put on Full Mount MMA. Thank you so much for the thumbnail work. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
it's
awesome. The hell am I going to put on a thumbnail for this episode?
I don't know.
It was the freaking flat earth guy.
No, Mike, I found you.
I didn't answer the door. I'm scared now. Should I call the cops?
I don't know. Was he just at the door going, "Hey, real quick, man, real quick.
I got this girl here for you. Come here. Let me watch.
Yeah, I'll
Holy
just watch. I'll just
shit.
watch." Oh my god.
Was that the weirdest request you've ever gotten to have him watch you make love to a woman? You've had to get some weird requests.
Nah, it was
People like
yeah, that
DM'd
was-
you.
Nah, that was the weirdest. Definitely like told like that. Yeah, I was freaking weird, especially after he warmed us up with all that flat Earth talk. You know, that's
By the way,
Yeah.
I want to watch you sleep with a woman.
Imagine that. This guy was freaking crazy.
That was
No,
great.
yeah.
Crazy. This guy Nick Gurr wants to just fight me in a 6-round fight. This is crazy.
You keep taking the bait. You're not supposed to say his name.
This is what we do at the show. We say their names. We want them. We welcome them.
I'm gonna have to go to therapy because I never answer any of the DMs, right? But now that I have a podcast, all these freaking lunatics, and you say one thing, I go, you know what, you freaking idiot, you want to say something here, and I send them the link. I say, I'll see you at 6 p.m. on Thursday. What about your titties? She has to smoke you. Look, see this guy? Look at this guy. Sign up for Happs.
Oh Lord.
And get on.
I got a voicemail now from that truth smoker guy. He says, forget the girl. Can I just stand there and watch you sleep? Is that okay? Real quick.
Oh man. All right, we got a couple minutes here. Eric, what do you think about the fights this weekend?
Yeah.
Gastelum Cannonier.
It's good. It's good fights this weekend. I mean, kind of
Right?
a sleeper card. Who else is on there?
It is a sneaky good card here. I got it right here. Hang on just a second, fellas.
Marco
and
Madsen is good.
Mark Madsen, Vince Pichel,
Yeah,
and Austin Hubbard.
They should have made Pantoja Royval the co-main event, I think. That's a really good fight.
Yeah.
Co-main is Guida. Yeah, Guida Madsen. That's kind of strange.
Yeah, unranked. These guys are they're opening the show, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good spot. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Gastelum probably has more tools to win, but Cannonier he could knock anyone out all the way up to heavyweight.
Let's see what the odds are. I thought it was pretty close with Cannonier favored a little bit. Yeah, Cannonier is a minus 65 favorite, a little bit of plus money, 135 on Gastelum. So,
a William Knight's fighting. That's a good fight.
What's that?
William Knight. It's just a jacked light heavyweight out of Boston. He's cool. I like watching him.
Brian Kelleher.
Yeah, I think he's fighting at 45, isn't he? Am I mistaken here?
135, yeah. He's bantamweight. Yeah, he's fighting at bantamweight.
Okay, he's been going
Domingo Pilarte.
No, he's fighting. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Featherweight or bantamweight. My bad. He was going back and forth for a minute there.
I think the COVID thing. He was taking a bunch of short notice fights. He did good during COVID. A lot of these guys, you know.
I feel like
that Domingo Pilarte guy that he's fighting. It's like one of the bigger reach differences in bantamweight. He's 6 foot, 74-inch reach. Brian Kelleher's 5'6", 66-inch reach.
Oh wow, yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
And somehow Kelleher's the slight favorite, so I don't know.
Kelleher's tough, man. He's tough.
Yeah, is this the other guy's debut? Has he been in the UFC before?
Let me see.
I don't really know him.
He's had 2 fights. Yeah, Dana White Contender Series winner. Lost a split decision in 2019. No contest at UFC 247.
Yeah, this is his debut after that Contender Series. So, no, I take that back.
Yeah, the 2 fights, but a loss and a no contest. I don't know if he won the no contest. I don't know what the deal was with that.
Oh yeah. No, but he hasn't
fought since February
2020. He hasn't fought. Yeah. Wow. Crazy.
Nick says William Knight needs to work on takedown defense. Yeah.
Clay Guida, Mark Madsen. It's an interesting fight. This Mark Madsen, what's his record? He's
10-0.
Yep.
10-0.
He's an
He's
Olympian,
from,
isn't he?
yeah, he's Olympic. What was he? Was he a Greco-Roman wrestler? I think. Or was he a judo guy?
Yeah, Greco-Roman.
Wow.
36 years old.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Gives me some hope. He was talking a lot. He was talking a lot on the UFC Unfiltered podcast. He's a very confident guy, this guy Madsen. And Clay Guida is just you gotta love Clay Guida. His brother's hitting him in the face. He's belching between rounds. He's just like freaking going crazy. There's not too much game planning or technique going on in Clay Guida's head. But
you ever notice how Clay Guida's always hopping?
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh,
love
he's
watching
just
him after the fight. He'll go through 5 rounds and he'll still be on his toes, just bouncing.
The fucking guy right now, wherever he is right now, he's fucking moving like this and bouncing. He just doesn't stop moving. The guy is like, stand still. I wonder what it's like. Like, I've never seen him. Like, I've never seen him too much, but whenever I see him, he's freaking moving all over the place.
For a guy that's almost 40 to keep up that pace still after all those wars and all those fights, it's pretty darn impressive, you know?
It's going to be his 54th professional fight, and he's still bouncing.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, at that point, I mean, this guy, I don't think he knows anything. That's all he knows. He doesn't know anything else. I think he's just gonna bounce around and then just drop dead one day. You know, he's not stopping. He's bounced all the way. But yeah, 30 freaking. How many fights? What does he got? 30, 40,
36 and 17. So 54,
the guy's,
I think he's about to be on.
I got 36 and 20, so I don't know.
Oh, 36 and 20?
Yeah, so this would be his 56th fight.
Wow.
That guy's got 60 fights. The other guy's got 10.
10.
What are the odds on that one? Is that a closer one?
So Guida's the slight dog, plus 140, minus 165 favorite for the Olympian, Mark Madsen.
It's probably about right.
Yeah.
It's the first big guy that Madsen's fought, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Let me look here. I don't remember him fighting anyone.
He fought Austin Hubbard.
Okay. He's also on this card, right?
Yeah, Austin Hubbard.
He's fighting
too.
Vince Pichel.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Yeah, Austin's the biggest one he's had, I think. So Danilo Belirado, Patrick Nielsen. So yeah. So
Madsen had a lot of medical problems in the last year, I think. I think he just came off like a major surgery. Yeah, there was a reason that he hasn't been fighting.
Someone said, "Stop ducking Tony." Shreyas. I asked for that fight, man. I asked for it. We've heard nothing back. So he either doesn't want to fight or he doesn't want to fight me. But I asked for it.
These YouTube guys are awfully brave, but they don't ever want to come on Happs, you know.
Al, are you fighting El Cucuy? Another one? Nope. I like the Bobby Green one. Someone said it's a Bobby Green. Bobby Green sounds like a good one. We could try to make. Hopefully, you know. Oh wow, Austin. Go ahead.
Silva fighting Tyson Fury.
What if Vince came off looking a bit impressive? Would you be interested in revisiting that at any point?
Yeah. I don't know. You know what it is? I kind of like the guy.
Yeah.
You know, after we fought, I mean, he would want the fight guaranteed.
Sure.
But I don't know.
He's a big fan of the real estate account, by the way.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. He probably thinks it's me.
So you want to fight guys that you don't like?
No, you know, because I not that I don't like Bobby Green. I think Bobby Green is, you know, he's been around for a while. He's like a guy that I was watching him fight. I'm pretty sure he fought like Danny Lazone in Affliction.
Really?
Way back in the day. I'm pretty sure that was him. And I mean, he's just a guy that's been around forever. And we were supposed to fight, and he got hurt. And I saw him in the locker room at one of Aljo's fights. And I was like, oh, shit. It's always awkward when that happens, God forbid he starts looking at you weird and you look at it, and he says something and you got to say something. And God, But he was respectful. He came up to me and he was like, yo, respect, man. I'm really sorry I had to pull out of the fight. I got hurt. Very animated. He's like, Iaquinta, respect, man. Iaquinta, respect. I was like, you know what? I fucking like this guy. He's not, And then I heard him in one of the interviews. He did that interview with his father, is a white guy, and it was during that whole time. When the whole thing was going on a short while ago.
The George Floyd thing.
Yeah, and he spoke about it, and it was very, just very good. He spoke very well, and it was something that would inspire if anyone that was listening, it would inspire you to just love the person next to you like they were anybody else, no matter who they were. And I was like, shit, man, that's I'm sure a lot of people heard that and it resonated with a lot of people. So that was cool. Yeah, and I like his style. There's no one that fights like him. He's got his hands down. He's talking. And it's definitely a tricky style. He draws people in. It looks like he's trying to be very counter fighter. He draws people in with his hands down. And he's fast. He's strong. And then when people put pressure on him, he's out of there. Fiziev was chasing after him at one point. You remember? He kind of like turned his back.
Yeah, it's a meme now on MMA Twitter. Everyone's posting
really?
people getting chased by Fiziev.
I haven't seen that. That's great.
I talked to Fiziev a couple months ago, and he wanted to fight you.
Ooh.
Yeah. He's good, but
doesn't excite
like
you.
Him versus. I mean, Bobby Green. Bobby Green looked really good at the end of that fight. It hurt him.
Yeah.
I feel like that fight just intrigues me more. Fiziev's tough, but he's kind of like, I don't know. He's just something about it. You call out Hasbulla after the fight, and then he's talking about, he's like, oh, tonight I had sex without the condom. In the did you hear that?
Yeah, he said,
and he says that
like,
a lot.
Fighting with no crowd is like sex with a condom on or something. I saw he like tweeted that or some shit.
Yeah, that was like all right. It wasn't funny the first time, and then he said it like 3 times in 3 different interviews. Yeah, it's like, all right, dude, you didn't get any laughs the first time. Let's not freaking go to that well again.
Please know that here at the Call Me Out show, we are not condoning not using a condom. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, do whatever, man. You gotta do.
Protect
yourself.
Be
safe out there. It's crazy. Yeah. Protect yourself at all times. But yeah, that was just like, I don't know. At this point, I want like fun fights where like guys aren't gonna say weird shit.
Eric, we kind of brought you on here without a proper introduction, so please tell us a little bit about yourself, because you've been a great help to me and I appreciate it. And Al.
Well, thanks. I mean, I'm just a journalism student in Chicago, and been fortunate enough to link up with the guys at Full Mount MMA, big MMA YouTube news channel. So yeah, they just had me do the interviews, make some thumbnails on the side. So glad you guys are liking it. Having trouble coming up with an idea for this episode. Not sure what's going to be in the thumbnail after some of the wacky shit we were talking about earlier. But yeah, I mean,
can we have like a flat Earth guy hovering over Al somehow?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I'll work on that right after.
Awesome.
Some UFOs and
yes,
craziness.
That would be
I don't put the Twin Towers in there, but
I'm too much on the internet. Now I'm kind of afraid this guy's going to show up in my door.
He was just at my door.
No, he was at your door. That's right. I forgot.
He was just at my door.
I should get off that. I don't want this guy finding me.
No, he's too late, dude. He's there.
Get out of here, dude.
He's on the Illuminati jet right now. He knows how to play.
Sam said he's just repeating what somebody said.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not 5'7", you idiot. I lied when I was freaking my first fight. I wrote down that I was 5'7", and now everyone on the internet thinks I'm 5'7". Freaking Al didn't want the Fiziev fight. Not really. I don't know. You know what I mean? This guy's just as tough that like have like been around. Even like Thiago Moises. I don't know. I'd rather fight like Bobby Green. I'd rather fight like, you know. I'm gonna fight like a guy like Thiago Moises or a guy like Fiziev. Want to fight like the top guys, you know, because everyone's tough. But just you want to. At this point, I paid my dues. I've been in the game. You know, if I'm gonna fight a tough guy, he's gotta have like a little bit of a name. I feel like I put in a little bit of work in the UFC, so otherwise I'm just chilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's asking if you would rematch Dan Hooker.
That would be a good fight. I think he just got a fight. Who's he fighting? He's fighting
Nasrat Hakparest.
Yeah. Big step up for Nasrat.
He was going back and forth with Arman Sarukian for a while, so I thought that they were going to fight, and then just out of nowhere signed the contract against Nasrat. But the one that looks like Kelvin Gastelum at 155 pounds, you see that? They look like
Yeah, it's crazy. They look identical. What about Gillespie? Somebody's asking. Gillespie.
No, I don't know about him. He's like the same thing. He's tough. He's really tough. Sick wrestler, but you know, I beat Kevin Lee and whatever. So I don't know if that's one we're going to be doing anytime soon.
Two people now have asked if you do a third fight with Kevin Lee. Come on.
He's up at 170. I mean, give me a little time to get. I actually feel like I could. I feel like I could really at any time. I think some people just have some people's number and combat contemplations. Sam, I got you, dog. Combat Contemplations, the blog. Check it out.
You think Kevin Lee is going to beat Daniel Rodriguez at 170?
I think that's a pretty good fight for Kevin Lee, right?
That's a tough fight. I was kind of surprised because they filled it. Who was he supposed to fight first?
He was
no, not Strickland.
From Philadelphia.
Sean Brady. Yeah. I mean, that's
a tough fight. That's a tough fight for Kevin Lee.
Yeah. Daniel Rodriguez, no joke either, though. His stand-up is wild. I mean, super different opponent, too, to train for on short notice.
Yeah,
I mean,
when is that fight?
That's 2 weeks from now. I think it's on the it's on the Barboza Chikaze card with all the Ultimate Fighter winner. You've been watching TUF, Al?
I haven't.
It's not as good
as
the other ones.
Dude, I've been watching like the very little clips that they've been putting on like Instagram, and this looks like absolute. I don't even know the word. The guy's putting snakes in his room. They're like laughing. It's like, what the fuck is going on? They need to revamp. Someone asked me if I was Dana White, if I was the new president of the UFC, what would I do?
Yeah.
The Ultimate Fighter has the potential to be so freaking good. You have 16, 12 UFC fighters hungry, like freaking. They're like testosterone's coming out of their eyeballs. They're upcoming young guys that want to just freaking kick the shit out of anything. And you're locking them in a house? Put them in the freaking Las Vegas. Let them be superstars. Give them a freaking put them in a free pay. Give them a free table at the pool party at freaking Mandalay. MGM. What the hell is it? The pool party there. Give them a freaking pool party. Give them some temptation. Give them some, you know what I mean? Let them bring girls back to the house. That would be TV. Like the guys that get eliminated from the contest, they're allowed to go out, but they still got to be at training. Then there's a little bit of drama because the guys that are still in the contest, they need training partners, and they're like, yo, listen, I need you, something. Then they're bringing girls back late at night. These guys are trying to sleep. It's like freaking, that's like the real shit. You know what I mean?
They're all sharing rooms too.
Let's make it reality TV. You want to make this reality TV? Let them go loose in Las Vegas and let them do the same exact TV show. Follow them around, make them freaking superstars, and don't keep them sheltered from the world. Make them real superstars. Let's give them freaking. UFC can afford to put them in the best at the Palms, that crazy pool that freaking Fertitta's own. Put them in like the VIP section behind the DJ and let them ball out. And let's see where that goes. That's what they got to do.
That's a show.
They could, right? Am I freaking someone's?
No, I love that. No, there's like no personality on this season. Like that's what I used to like on all the Ultimate Fighter shows. Is, you'd see them interact with each other in the house. There'd be a little bit of drama, and then the guys that don't like each other would actually match up and fight. It's just like the Contender Series this time. The guys are interesting enough, and the fights are really good, but there's nothing going on between the coaches. There's not a whole lot of shots at the house or anything. They're just talking about
the coaches are like. They're like weird. They're like weird friends at this point. They're like, that was a great prank he pulled on me. He put snakes in my room. I was like, what the hell? And the other guy put clocks on the wall.
Yeah,
he put clocks on the wall. What the?
Because he's always late. Yeah.
I have an idea. What about an Ultimate Fighter season where they do it live?
Oh, Jesus! I don't freaking. I mean, that was a rough one. That was a rough. The live one was rough.
Was there cameras in your face constantly?
What's that?
Was there just cameras in your faces just constantly?
So there would be it was a huge freaking mansion.
Yeah.
And one wing of it was all the production team. And they had the whole house was booby-trapped with cameras and microphones. So there was a camera crew or two, and there was people in the wing watching everything that was going on. And when something was about to happen, if there was like two guys were talking about, strategy, they'd be like, oh, we got action in room 1. And the cameras, so I'd be there talking to like Vince Pichel, and we'd be talking about, who's going to fight who or whatever. And then cameras would come right in. And like, after a while, you get used to it. It was 13 weeks long. But yeah, that was, the live season, that was grueling. 13 weeks. That's almost like, it was, one step from slavery. The amount they paid at the time. I hope they're getting paid good now, but probably not. Thank God I won a couple bonuses, because if I didn't win a couple bonuses, it would have been like freaking nothing. But I say let them go in Vegas. Let them go out. Then some guys got wives back home. Some guys are single. Some guys are focused. Some guys are out there. You know what I mean? They got a fight coming up. They're in Vegas. Some guys, this is their first time in Vegas. Some guys are from freaking Brazil or who the hell knows where, and they don't even know what they're like. What the hell is this? This is TV. I don't know why they haven't done that. There's got to be. I don't know what the heck.
So I got a question for you then, Al. So when you were in the house, is it true? Like, if you guys wanted alcohol, they just get you alcohol?
Yeah, right away.
Oh my
God.
away.
If you want food, you have to put it on the you have to write it down, and then the next morning they do a food run at night, and the next morning it'll be there. But if you want alcohol, they had a bar fully stocked, and if you wanted anything special, you just called it up right away, and they delivered it. They wanted some drama for sure. They didn't script nothing. They didn't tell you to do nothing. They didn't say anything, but they definitely made alcohol prevalent. They took it. No books, no music, no phones. It was like, that was crazy.
So just unlimited alcohol and guys that like to fist fight, basically.
Yeah, no books. No, they don't want you sitting there reading all day. That doesn't make for good TV.
So, not good TV.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it seems like this season there's a lot of shit that just seems kind of staged. Like I remember I was watching an episode early in the season, and it was supposed to be like a candid conversation between two of the fighters, like just on the couch. And one of them asked, "So, like, how has mixed martial arts like impacted your life?" And just the way that he asked the question, it was like so obvious that it was like a producer was like, "All right, now go ahead to ask him how MMA has impacted his life." And it was like so
Really? Because
uncomfortable asking it. I mean, I have no idea if they actually asked him to, but it seemed really unnatural. Some of the conversations that the guys were having on the show this season.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't do that at all whatsoever, at all for sure. But I mean, it's ESPN, I guess, right? I don't know if it's the same production team working with it. For us, it was like what was it on? Freaking. What was it? Spike TV. Was it on Spike TV? What was Spike TV?
Spike TV.
Fuel TV. It was on Spike, right?
Yeah, it was Spike back in the day. And then I think it was Fuel or whatever it was. And then it was FX.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. But then the other thing also, some guys are just like awkward in front of the camera. Like you're having a conversation with a guy and now a camera's in front of your face. And you're like, oh, shit, I don't know what to say. Don't be awkward. Don't be awkward. And then you're just super awkward. So that could have been that too, but yeah, they never did that. But yeah, it's and then they put that on the freaking thing, like what the hell? Get these guys out there, give these guys some freaking freedom. Let's go. Oh, FX, yeah, not Spike. All right, so it was FX. We're on Friday night.
This guy says fight Hamzat.
Live. Oh, yeah. He's a
little bit out of my weight class, I think.
Yeah.
Al, there's liabilities. What if another Jesse Taylor situation occurs? Remember, he missed his chance to fight in the finals due to his actions. I remember that, but he was on the same show that everyone else is on, and I think there's liability issues no matter where you are. So might as well make it a good show. At this point, I don't know. At this point, I mean. You got to switch. I think if I'm not watching it, there's a problem. Because I used to love The Ultimate Fighter, and then it just got stale. It's like we're doing the same thing over and over again. It's like, you know what I mean? There's one idiot, two idiots that aren't really like great fighters, but they're lunatics. Then there's like there's like a couple guys that are like focused, and then there's the rest of the guys that are like just there.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw the one guy that was he just won. He was a middleweight. And he was supposed to fight in the like the finals on the Edson Barboza Giga card like 2 weeks from now. And he just had like a meniscus tear and he's not going to be able to fight the finals now. So they already lost one of their finalists.
Oh shit. Wait, so this season it's two different weight classes?
Yeah, it's bantamweight and middleweight, and it's all done now. I think I just watched the last one last night. It was 12 episodes, and they had their 4 finalists, and I think they had the guy that lost to the guy that tore his meniscus fill in for him on the Barboza card.
But Al, then you don't crown a real winner because someone who lost competes in the finals.
Yeah, that's what happened with Ryan Hall, though. I think he's saying because the guy that is filling in lost, but I mean,
for Jesse Taylor.
Yeah,
Jesse. Yeah, well, you can't do something stupid. That's the thing. Jesse Taylor, you can't. He's not Jesse Taylor. You can't kick. You get arrested in the real world. You know what I mean? He got lucky that he wasn't. You can't fight if you're arrested anyway. You guy was kicking windows. Look, I'm all for it. I'm a big fan of kicking windows and shit. But you want to be a fighter, you want to kick windows. That's it.
It's not like you trashed a hotel room, right?
Yeah, it's not like freaking. You know what I mean? It's all alleged.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Someone asked if we'd please leave the stream up after it ends. Yes, we totally leave it up on YouTube and on Happs, Facebook, Twitter. You can watch it all kinds of places. No worries there. We don't remove streams.
Oh, this has been an incredible night, guys.
Yeah, man. This was we really didn't have a plan this week, did we?
No, we didn't. We didn't have a plan. I have a bunch of trivia questions here.
Yeah.
Colt never made it.
Nope.
Dimitri DiCaprio.
Style Bender was refreshingly okay.
Yeah, let's not freaking.
I said okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right.
So.
Yeah, he was so on the
cordial
bad end
today.
of so.
How about not horrible? Not as horrible.
Yeah, yeah.
And the flat Earth guy was something I still need to process for a minute. That's going to take me a couple of days.
Yeah, that was crazy. That
You
was
guys gotta clip
absolutely
that
clean.
and upload it as like a separate video.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a banger.
Oh my
right
gosh!
there.
I mean, I might get us taken off YouTube. I don't know. Do we need a little disclaimer? The views expressed by that guy smoking a lot of weed is not necessarily our.
We're gonna get the FBI, Aaron. The FBI is gonna be at your house. You gotta give us this guy's information. Where is he? We gotta talk to him.
Yeah, I don't want to be any part of that. But no, man, great show. Listen. We came in this, and the fans just immediately with the questions. We love it. I love to hear you answer the fans' questions.
Yeah, no, and everyone's for the most part intelligent people, and the people that aren't intelligent nowadays, that's what it's all about. You gotta be dumb and entertaining. So I love you guys too.
Yeah, I don't think you've said no to anybody that wants to come on here. So just
that's it.
Figure it out, people. Use Happs. It's easy. Get a laptop. You want to put a Chrome if you think it's too hard on the phone. Whatever.
Yeah, Eric, I gotta thank you, man. I gotta thank you for everything, for coming on. You're an impressive dude for sure. All the things you're working on and all the things you got going for you. You're doing good, man. So I appreciate it.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I'll be helping you guys out with the podcast any way I can. Hit me up.
Awesome, man.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna say goodbye, Eric. Thank you again.
Thanks for having me. Good talking to you guys.
Sweet. Al,
we did it, man. We did it. We are out. Until next time.
Till next time. Don't take.
That's Aaron, and you can call me Al.
Boom.
Thanks for listening to Call Me Al with Iaquinta. Remember to subscribe to the podcast wherever you like to listen.
I can call you Betty.